So, I've been doing some wondering, thinking.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be fun.
You know, I thought, if I was, like, let's say, a kangaroo.
Yeah.
Because I believe I'm a kangaroo, right?
You sure are?
Would I, as a kangaroo, wear clothes?
That's a personal choice.
It's not. Because you don't look at a kangaroo out in the outback and say, oh, it's a personal choice to wear. They either wear clothes or they don't.
Well, yeah.
So,
but if you look at a kangaroo in the TV
how much would you
shows-
freak out now? How much would a kangaroo freak out if suddenly it's switched on to being a kangaroo and it's fully clothed?
It would be horrified.
So should I take all my clothes off now because I could lapse
Well,
and fall into being a kangaroo?
a kangaroo really wouldn't have the chance to take off its clothes, so it just kind of either have to rip them off or live with it. So
Yeah, I know. And what do you think a wild kangaroo would do in the car if I suddenly went, oh, I'm a kangaroo?
it would go ballistic.
Exactly. So what I'm suggesting, if I turn into a kangaroo, you just pull over. I don't know how you're going to have to open your door because that's the door I'm going to rush
What
out
I'm
of.
gonna do if you turn into a kangaroo in the car is go for like 100 kilometers at a tree and make us wrap around it and give
See,
it a nice warm hug.
that's silly. You got to talk sensibly.
You're talking about turning into a kangaroo.
Well, that's the way the world is today. But here's the thing. You're going to have to open your door. And what if I rush out and get hit by a car?
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna open my door, keep you in there, and call like Animal Protection Services.
Let's say I get hit by a car.
Yeah.
What do you do then? Do you
Well,
just like pull me and leave me on the side of the road, or do you leave me in the middle of the road?
Um,
Or do you call the police and say a human was hit by a car, but I don't
I'm gonna
identify
tell
as a
them
human? That's my point.
gonna
I'm
tell
not
them-
identifying as a human.
What I'm gonna say to them is my dad, who identifies as a kangaroo, ran
Yeah.
right in the middle of the road, then jumped into a car.
But why should you need to do that? Because I'm a kangaroo. You're not going to... So, let's say we're driving in the outback and you see a dead kangaroo on the road. Do you pull over and call the police and say, hey, I think I've got a kangaroo here, but how do you know he doesn't identify as a human?
Okay, Robert. Is that kangaroo my dad who identifies as a kangaroo, or is it just a fucking kangaroo?
Well, in your mind, I might be your father, but in my mind, I'm a kangaroo.
Yeah, but in my mind, you're my father who identifies as a kangaroo. You are a person who looks like a human.
But you see where I'm coming from?
No, I don't. Not
How
at
it's all screwed up? Like, this is legal shit. Like, this could go to court, and you just don't know how it's going to end.
I've got a feeling I know how it ends. I don't think, right, the court would take, you wasted police officers' time because that was just a guy who identified as a kangaroo, so you should have just left him there to die as a reason.
Yeah, I'm going to have to look further, deeper into it, because it's just...
Deeper into it, you're just going to look like a dumb cunt.
No, I don't think so, mate.
Oh, I think so.
I don't...
Let's play Nancy.
Yeah, I don't know. It's all a bit confusing, mate.
Not really.
Well, what if you go out bush, someone shoots you? You see what I'm getting at?
Yeah,
Just
no.
bang, you're dead.
I'm pretty sure no one identifies as animals except for people with mental illnesses.
I like going on these. I want to teach you how to drive on the father and son bonding sessions, because we can talk about serious shit, and no one in the house can look at you like you're a weirdo.
Yeah, I can't look at you like a weirdo because I didn't keep my eyes at the fucking road.
I know. People can't escape me in the car. Like, I can just talk about anything I want.
It's so good that they've got escape.
And it just gets all the confusion out of my head, you know, like...
Well, Robert, not much people really identify as animals. You know?
There's that chick in Norway that identifies as a
but
horse.
there's like a solid
But
maybe.
she's not a real horse because she wears clothes when she does the jump.
There's a solid 100 people maybe out there that identify as animals. But the news will pick up on them and then say this is the majority of this community. They pick up on
Well,
them.
it's
and
the
then
majority of their community, I
No,
guess.
it's not. No, it's the minority.
Yeah, it's the minority of the global community. But let's say they have a meeting, which...
If they have a meeting, then they're
And then
just
there's
a weird community.
Yeah, I don't think they're weird.
Yeah, no, you don't. What community even are they?
I don't know. I don't know. I want to find out, because then you can take me there.
They
So-
would.
Would you hang around
No.
if I got a community
No.
together that thought they were
I
kangaroos?
think they're probably a subsection, a subcommunity of the fucking furries.
Furries.
I know they're not furries. Furries are very different. Slightly different.
Interesting concept.